I'm here. Go! Come on, Reggie. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Defense is bullshit. It's not defense. Come on, go! Good, save it. Keep that, save it. Guys, communicate. Good. Good, keep going. Maybe I'll see the head. Yeah, let's go, baby. Hey, let me stop right now. Do it, Teddy, I love you. Keep your hands up. Keep left. Seriously, keep on going. Why do we have so many turnovers? The first two minutes. Talk to me, Mike. Talk to me, Zay. Go. Oh, go. Goodbye. Back. Yeah! Hey, nothing right. I'm here. I'm here. Good cut! Fucking
booth with D. Simmons, voice of Hot Shot. We're going to get a few play calls right now from Simmons before he goes back to his seats in the peanut gallery. Go, Dave.
Mikey Royale, top guarded by Joe D. Driving right, finish.
They need you.
Finish by Mikey Royale there. Joey D coming back, supposedly was down 13-2 early. Point game.
You know, Mikey Moyal was struggling a bit. Maybe that'll get him going.
Sam Michon still trying to find himself.
Coming off a bad ankle, though.
How's he been playing throughout the league?
So Michon was out last week with a bruised left ankle. I guess he's back.
Seems like he's got bandages everywhere tonight.
Looks like Patrick Ewing 99 version.
Arazi doing something different, scoring on the block. Interesting.
So last week, Arazi came alive, had his first coming out game for Joe D. Usually only plays well for Mo D. But they need him and need him badly. See, that can't happen. You gotta box, you gotta get the board, you gotta put bodies down there. Can't give up easy buckets if you're trying to claw into a playoff spot.
The scenario for Joey D is what? Win out?
I think he's got to win out, yeah.
Or Dennis loses, I think.
Correct. Dennis controls his own destiny. You cannot assume Dennis's powerhouse team. He started off slow, but it's coming on strong now. He's going to lose a game. Only 3 more regular season games to go.
What, he has to win? Lose out for Joey D to get in?
I think he has to lose, and Joe D has to win. It's a good-looking play, Joe. But this almost wasn't a game early on, and now they clawed back in.
Right, 7-point game. Truth is, I think the close game I like. You got to call them Burgundy. You can't even call them red.
Well, I'll tell you, Team Burgundy has been showing an immense amount of heart. They lost 2 heartbreakers at the buzzer, and then last week's game, like they're within every game of the season, so you can't say they're not good. And that's gorgeous.
You know, it's smart. If you look there, after Joey had fouled Joe on that previous and 1, he was sort of talking to the ref, and I think that got him that call.
Well, he's been
so much contact, but there was enough there. But I think you got to make it call.
He's been working Reggie since we started this game from opening whistle. I'll tell you that. So if it bought him that, I guess it was worth it. But I know he's looking for a lot more, and he just missed that free throw.
Gotta hold your place on the free throw line.
Usually a strong suit for Joe.
Yeah.
No, Joe Sutton made a big trade early in the year, shook up the team, offloaded.
Yeah, a lot of young guns.
Yeah, no, and he's been playing a lot better, more cohesive. He unloaded Davide, unloaded Modi's brother. A lot of talent exchanged hands, but I think he got the better end of the deal.
And what's his record post-deal? 2-0 or 2-1, something?
I think he lost 1 game.
Okay.
Maybe 3-1.
Wow, interesting. It's a good team.
Listen, the league is very, very close. The worst team is not that much worse than the best team. And I'm telling you, Joe D lost 4 heartbreak games.
Yeah, he told me about it.
League took a step up this year, for sure. And you gotta give props where it's due. What's the kid's name? Valinsky. I think he's having his coming out party this year.
Sure. Sam, he didn't even look at the
He didn't look up.
He just
turning
away from the hoop.
His body and his head was away from the hoop. Back-to-back missed free throws by Team Burgundy. Let's see if that comes back to bite him.
Push the tackle. Use your pull-up. It's out of bounds. What is he doing?
That's horrible. Now, Joe D takes time for him to heat up in these games. Second half is usually his time. He likes to try to get his guys involved early on, seeing if Razzie could start baking.
His heels were on the line there.
Yeah, that's a horrible job.
Confused there, but that's terrible. You got to know where you're on the court.
You got to know. It's called court awareness.
This is going to be a grinder. I think this is a 1-2 possession game, 4 minutes left.
I mean, almost every game's turned out that way over the last couple of weeks. That's a nice looking play, just couldn't finish.
Not enough English, but that's Joe's take. He likes that.
He'll do it again.
Nice giving, Joe.
There it is. T-Code to Volinsky. It's well executed. It's a crucial part of the game for Team Burgundy. Down by 9 again. Joe D still pleading with Reg. I don't think Reg can hear him behind that mask.
Can we even make out what Reggie's saying?
With or without the mask, you can't, though. It's okay. Nice. Razzie. Makes it.
Replay's not allowed.
No.
Your camera.
No.
How come?
Because I don't have every angle.
Got it. True.
And you can't pick and choose.
Right.
I mean, technically, if you want to use it.
No, you can't. You could say you could keep it case by case scenario.
I mean, I don't like it because if it's not conclusive, and for the most part, it's never conclusive.
Yeah, I agree. You can't do it.
He buries this. We have a nice game. Yeah. Push it. There you go.
What a pass.
Oh, come on. In the bread basket right there.
Hey, a little flick. He just flicked.
Full court, underhand toss in his stomach. And you know what?
Swing.
Look at that.
7 to 12. It's 5-point swing.
Tremendous sequence right there.
Oh my goodness.
Under the basket, open for a layup. Looked up before he caught it.
It's a big 145 here. Can Joey D's team get this to 8?
I mean, Joey D's team, I'm telling you, they come alive late. They're not really counted out of any game, but this is big. They can't afford to have these miscues.
They're in the bonus. What's the family fouls in the bonus?
5.
5 and a half. Right, is the run. Interesting.
Oh, another missed free throw. It's 1-on-1 actually, so.
Yeah, correct. I figured it was one.
That's the third missed free throw in the last 2 minutes. 5? We got a 46-32 ball game. Minute remaining in the half. Team Joe Sut can run away with this with a strong closeout. Joe Dayon trying his best, battling. Volinsky, off the glass, Duncan special. Giving up a 50 spot in the first half is usually never happens in this league. The lack of defense by Dayon and the execution by Sutton. Nice move there by Joe Sutton, asking for a foul again.
I think he got fouled.
He did. I think he gets fouled almost every time he drives to the hoop. Switched hands, flicked it up and in. Mikey Moyal's been the catalyst for this offense. And we have a 50-34 ball game here at the half. Dave, we appreciate your time.
Yeah, love it, for sure.
It's been real. Please stop by more often in the booth.
For sure, I'd love to see it.
We're opening up the second half. Valinsky swings. Royale jab step. Trying to find a crease. Trying to build on this lead. Miscue down there, and it's going the other way. Here's Lincer, bring it up. Fights through the screen. Catton. Barazzi thought about it for a second. And they reset. Dayon looking for daylight, directing traffic. And there's a three from Barazzi, and it's short. Royale top of the key. Pulls up the three, and it's pure. Got a 19-point game. Team Dayon desperately trying to find a way to get back in this game. That's a nice start, but they need stops on defense. They're pushing it. Royale throws it back. No contact, no call, and it's short. Joe Dayon weaving his way in and out of traffic, and they turn it over. The turnovers, the missed free throws. Too many missed opportunities for Team Dayon early on. Nice give and go, and it's short. No foul is called. Looks like the referees have swallowed their whistles here in the second half. Michon finds the cutting Catton. Nice pass down low, and he puts it up and in. Lincer with the bucket. Here's Tico. Behind the back. Royale to Sutton. Sutton looking for a cutting man. Throws it into the hands of Joe Dayon. Dayon through the legs to the right. Lincer for three. Too long. The rebound. There's the foul. Couldn't get it to go, but he goes to the charity stripe. Try to keep eating into this lead. First free throw up and good. There's Catton. Looking to make it a 13-point game. Sinks them both. Team Dayon needs a few stops here. Royale leaves it for Sutton. Sutton pulls up a three, and it's fouled. Going to the line for three. Poor decision getting in the grill while he pulls up for three. Sutton at the line. First one, up and in. 2 for 2. Free throw here makes it a 16-point game with 15:18 remaining. Misses the third. Goes 2 of 3. And here's Lincer. Back to Barazzi. Barazzi pulls up a three, and it's way short. It's an air ball. Poor shot there from Barazzi. Probably should have saw it through. To the corner, Valinsky. Short. Good rebound by Michon. High pointed that. Dayon makes his move, kicks to the right. Nice move by Catton, changes hands, up and in. 13-point game. Tico looking to make his mark on this game. Royale thinks about it, hands it off. There's the shot, and it's pure. Joe Sutton answers right back. Dayon throws to the corner, Catton for three, and it's short. They're pushing it, and they turn it over. Sutton, nice pass. Up and in, changes hands, turned around. Back to a 13-point game. Tico gets tripped up, no call is made. Dayon sidesteps, pulls up a three, and it's fouled. Going to the line for three. If he sinks all three, makes it a 10-point game. Closest they've been since a few minutes before the half. Clock is ticking, 13 minutes and change remain. Dayon, first one up, and he misses another free throw. Second. Here's substitutions. Joe Dayon goes 1 of 3 at the line. For three, and he's short. Linser with the rebound. Here's Dayon. Down by 12, makes his move, cuts, and one. Good move, Joe Dayon. Can make it a 9-point game. And the woes of Team Burgundy have been at the charity stripe. Dayon sinks that one, makes it a 9-point game. This game can be much closer. I believe they missed upwards to 8 free throws. The pace of this game has slowed. Only 8 points this half thus far from Team Sutton. Make it 10. Back to 11. Dan. There's the three, and he's too long. Chaos ensued. And just like that, it's a 13-point game again. Every time they get oh so close, Team Sutton has the answer. Razzie for three, too strong. Good chase down rebound. That ball goes out of bounds. Here's Moyal. As we're approaching the 10-minute mark, turns it over, throws it down, off balance, couldn't get it to go. Nice behind the back pass from Volinsky, but he's short. No harm, no foul, they get the ball back. Volinsky with the ball back. Team Dan running. Beautiful move, Dayon. Back to 11. Unbelievable. Tico finds Moyel. A little over 9 minutes remain. Good defense here. Oh, and he stuffs it. There's Joe Dayon running. Makes his move, and it's up and in. Makes it a 9-point game. Absorbed the contact. No charge was called, no foul was called. And it looks like Tico is a little rattled. 9-point game with 9 minutes to go. Sutton bringing it up. Moyel trying to make something happen. Cuts down low and it's rejected. Defensive intensity has been stepped up by Team Dayon. Side out for Team Sutton. Walensky catch and shoot, no good. Good rebound. Linster to Dayon. Dayon pushing the ball. Thinks wisely of that. Resets this offense. Smart no shot there. Nice pass. Razi finds Catton. And they make this a 7-point game. Just 11 points this half for Team Sutton, but there's a big shot there by Moyel for 3. And Dayon calls a timeout with 7:38 to go, down by 10. Dayon goes left, loses it, saved right to Walensky. Big layup. Joe Dayon battling not just Team Sutton, but also Reggie all game long. Dayon for 3. No good. Good rebound, up and short. Joe Sutton waiting for the offense to develop in front of him. Throws to Moyel. It's an air ball. Linster to Dayon. Dayon. Big shot, Sam Michon. Pulls within 9. Every time they get this close, Team Sutton has an answer.
I'm here.
Walensky. Takes the running one-hander. Joe Sutton did everything but finish on that one. Keep on getting their offensive rebounds. Oh, big 3. That's a crushing 3-pointer for Team Dayon. Behind the back. Couldn't answer. Do or die time now for Dayon. They must get stops. Moyel back to Walensky. And that's too strong. Rebound by Catton, foul is called. Just under 5 minutes remain. Down by 12 with the ball. Dayon. The whistle was blown. Dayon looking to make his move. Pulls up a three, deep, it's short. Long pass, beautiful. It's a full court assist. Looks like this game is going to be out of reach unless a miracle comeback by Team Dayon. Arazi for three. Oh, and he rattles it home. Makes it an 11-point game. They're hovering around that for the last, I would say, 8 minutes of gameplay. Joe milking some clock. 3 minutes and 45 remain. Finds him in the corner. Moyal. Oh, and it's too strong. Big offensive board, and there's Valinsky, too strong. Damn, finally with the ball back. Pulls up the three. Big offensive board and put back. Makes it a 9-point game with 3 minutes and change remaining. Here's Sutton. Shot clock at 15. Sutton pulls up a three. Oh, and it's pure. Big shot there from Sutton. Once again providing the answer. Too strong. And that should do it. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Joe makes his move, cuts to the basket. Just short. Razzie, wild shot, and he nails it. Two minutes. Joe Sutton finds Moyal. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Turns it right over. Do we have a game here? Cat and foul and one. Minute 53. This game's a lot closer than most anticipated after the large lead that Sutton had. Minute 53. Team Dayon looking to make it a 6-point game. Those missed free throws are looming large. We got a ball game. It was a 14-point game a minute ago. Sutton with the ball. Is there enough clock for Jogi to climb back in this? Here's Moyal. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Makes his move. Pulls it back out. 5 seconds on the clock. Cross. Through the legs. Turns it over. Catton taking it himself. Oh, and he couldn't finish. Valinsky back with the ball. A minute 15 remain. Wow. If Catton could have figured a way out to put that ball in the hoop, would have been a 4-point game. But Sutton back with the ball. Side out. A minute 15 remaining. Throws it deep to Sutton. Minute 10 remain. Makes his move. Drives to the hoop. Up and in. Mishon gonna make some magic happen. And oh, and he fouls him. stops the clock at the line for 3. This game is not over yet. Arazi at the line for 3. First one up. It's good. Got a 7-point game. Here's 2 of 3. Arazi focuses. Up and in. 6-point game, 54.8 remain. Sinks all 3, makes it a 5-point game. Big defensive stop here. Timeout is called by Tico. Didn't like what he saw. Defense was swarming. 5-point game with 52.7 remaining. Oh, and Sutton finds Tico. Tico streaking down the right side. Foul is called. Arazi got a hand on him. 48.2 remaining. Side out, Sutton. Finds Moyal. Back to Sutton, back to Tico. Tico finds Volinsky. Clock is running, and they fouled him. Took a while. Tico with the ball. 38.3 remain. Shot clock down to 10. It's a 5-point game. Sutton. Oh! 21 remaining. Joe Sutton finds Linzer, top of the key for 3, and it's too strong. 12 seconds to go, and there is the ball game. Final score. Oh, they call time at 78-71. Arazi for 3, and he's fouled and 1. Looking for a 4-point play. Can make it a 3-point game. Somehow, some way, Arazi with a miracle shot from the corner. You can't foul him there. You can't foul him there. Arazi looking to make it a 3-point game. Up and in. 78-75, 4.4 remain. Joe Sutton and Moyal is fouled. Just a second off the clock, 3.6. Stay here. 2 more fouls and they'll be in the bonus. Team Dayon needs a miracle. Oh, and he throws it over his head. There's the ball, there's the catch, there's the foul, 2.6 remain. Next one, and they're in the bonus. Just not going to be enough time for Team Dayon, even if they foul him and both free throws are missed. And it looks like we have an injured player on the floor, writhing in pain. Is that right? Sam Michon, coming off that nursing ankle from last week. Looks like he rolled it again. Sam. Side out. One more puts him in the bonus. And there is the foul. 2.1 remain. So now let's set up the scenario here. If he hits one free throw, this game is effectively over. Tico usually is money in these situations. But in order for Joe D to get this miracle W, he needs both free throws missed, needs to get a clean shot off, all within 2.1. Teddy Cohen. Got a 1-on-1 over here. Up and it's good, and that's the ball game. That should do it. That's all she wrote. Tico calmly hits a pair. making it a 5-point game with 2.1 to go, and that's the ball game.